Okay, it is 9:10 a.m. March 23rd, 21, and this is actually my other screen. I have two screens, so this is what's normally on the second screen, and I'm starting here because of the fact that I'm not really looking at listed stocks anymore, and I'm up, around what, like 8:40. If I'm really early, 8:30 to, right now till the market open. What I'm doing now is that this is like the chat room right from yesterday, and I'm just going through all the stocks that are being mentioned to see if there's any setups or any OTCs that are running that might be a good setup in the future, ideally the next day, or maybe something that can make a number 5. So if it's really good, I'll put it in the main watch list here on the second screen with OTC stocks. And if it's maybe something that might be good, but I'm not sure, but I still want to add it, I put it here in the OTC qualifiers. And then this one that I've renamed multiple times and it doesn't change, I guess. These are listed stocks. These are stocks that maybe ideally, this one did it. I traded it like Friday, I think. It broke this high right here at 9, made a nice run to the 11s. AESC, this one did it too. It kind of broke that 355, but it's been pretty choppy. EYES, this would be like the one where I would watch if it cracks the day high here at 19, but that's really far away. I might remove it. This is a really good example because this is a green candle. Something like this, if it starts building up and it breaks the high right here, it could make a nice move. CLVS just started, just added it not too long ago, so that's where I'm at right now. Just looking to see what stocks to add on these watch lists here. This is, I think, what I'll be doing now in the mornings, just to give me something to do and get in the mindset of trading. Looking for setups, seeing what could be the potential. Alright, it is 9:37. I just had 2 trades. I tried like what Jackaroo had in like an older video lesson of starting off with a small position size, and then if it works your favor, keep increasing that size as you go through the pattern. I don't know, I just don't think I'm ready for that, or maybe that pattern is just not for me. So anyway, what happened, I had one trade. It didn't look like, right here in this candle, it didn't look like it was gonna hold, so I tried to sell actually, but my order didn't get executed, so I had to open another order. I just have to be quicker. And then after I opened my order, I unfortunately was able to get filled, but not at the best price that I wanted. I bought at 30.05, and then I sold at 29. I tried selling at 30, it just didn't happen. And then now that it dropped even more, it kind of looks like it made an even better position. Not position. Now when it dropped more and it looked like it was gonna make a better pattern, I bought 2,000 shares at 29.43, and then I sold at 30 just because it looks like it wasn't really going to move that much, and it seems like that's the case because it looks like it's dipping right now, and this is pretty considerable, but it could put up some kind of a higher low. Traded very small. Yeah, just barely profitable. The other trade really messed me up because I didn't get my order executed when I tried to sell at 30 here. It just didn't work out, so I ended up selling at 29, I think 29 flat, which is unfortunate. Yeah, 29 flat at 33. So it was at this candle. Still managed to sell at 29. Yeah, pretty bad into this candle just because I wasn't able to get executed here. But that's fine. And then I tried again, larger position size because it looked better. And I bought at 29.43, right around here. And let's see the minute. At 9:35, so I bought in here, right? And then I sold 37, all right, 35, 36, 37. Yeah, I sold in this candle. It just looked kind of sketchy, and I was able to get executed. I guess I just have to be really quick with stuff like this. 30 is definitely a wall. Gonna be looking at other setups, but this is 2 that I've traded so far today. Okay, DSCR, potential number 5, I just bought and sold, break even. Didn't like the price action because we had like this 10,000 sellers show up and then the people on the bid would disappear, and that just looks, this guy right here, this guy, just really scary. So, and then people would disappear on the bid, so I just immediately got out of that. In theory it's break even, but maybe a percentage of the sub penny stock, whatever, made it a gain or a loss. I don't know. Yeah, I somehow made $3 from that trade. Maybe it's just trading volume. I don't know. Potential number 5, really at the lows right here, trying to hold 70. Problem here is that this big, whatever you call it, 9,500, this million share bidder, whatever you call it, I don't remember. I can't be bothered to remember. Big seller, right? Did he just get taken out? I did not see it. I was wiping my eye. If he got taken out, that might actually be good. And then we have this guy on the bid, right? But if that big ass seller shows up, I don't know if it got executed or not. That really sucks that I didn't see that, because it could definitely bounce if it did get executed. We also have some dumping too, so it's not perfect. It could be much better, honestly. It's taking a while. I think for the better of it, maybe I'll stay away from this one, unless it just immediately like picks up at some point. You know, nice run up, down 18% on the day, give or take. I have no clue if that 10,000 bidder got seller got wiped out or not. Because I could buy right now, price action looks good, right? But, you know, what if that 10,000 seller shows up, no more people on the bid, and then it, you know, breaks and it makes a new day low? I think I'll wait for confirmation. If it gets above 73, I'll be interested. Even if I pay a higher price, I'll be playing it safe, I think. We had another one that's down on the day, but I kind of missed it. NSAV. Yeah, NSAV looks nice. Looks like there are some other ones doing the number 5 pattern. Yeah, there's a lot of dumping on the bid. And I bought and sold at 71. That's where it's been trading the whole time. Yeah, NSAV's doing it. This one's nice. I just missed it. Very nice. He got to 17.9 now at 20. I don't know the volume, how good or bad it was, but clearly something there. This one's dropping too, but this is a liquid. It looks sketchy. It looks like AABB's doing it now. That's incredible. I just missed it here. I got into here. I traded this, tried to get out immediately. Schwab didn't execute, so had to sell at 29 instead of 30 for break even. Went ahead and bought, and then I bought here, I think, and I sold here just because I didn't like the price action, the topping. And that's true, it dropped to 28. It looks like it put up a higher low. It did do the higher low. 28 to 31. Yeah, that sucks. If it's gonna do like these fake out number 5s, I'll just like not look at this one as a priority. Like, I won't favor it above the others if it does that. I don't like stocks that do that. I like ones that do it very clean drops. This one isn't clean either. It looks like we actually broke 70. There you go. That's incredible. There's gonna be people buying this up now, I think, right? Wow. This one did not bounce. I traded that one very well. Unfortunately missed this one, and IMTL just looks sketchy. This one would have to drop more to be really interesting. USEI did one too, 75 to 56, and this one actually bounced. I think I'm gonna just look away from AABB just because it's so choppy. I want to stick with nice ones like this. This one did it. I don't know how good the volume was or the price action, but 57 to 66, that's nice. I'm literally gonna ban myself from AABB because it, wasn't a nice and simple one for me, and it seems to be choppy. I'd rather trade USEI or NSAV. I'll keep looking for potential number 5 setups, but if there's no more, that's totally fine. Technically, I'm freaking up on the day. $5, $6. Could have been much worse though. Could have not have wanted to sell when the price action was looking bad with DSCR and get absolutely destroyed when it gets in the 60s. That's a bad one. I'm gonna remove this one because the volume isn't there. Nice one. USEI did it. IMTL kind of did it, kind of sketchy. HALB, this one I was just watching because somebody mentioned that it broke the high right here. Not anymore. And I don't think the volume is really that good either. It's not too bad. I'll put it on the watch list, but if it's not already there, but yeah, I'm gonna take it off of the main one. Alright, well, I don't want to drag this on much longer. USEI did it. NSAV did it. This one did it nicely. I'm gonna prioritize these that are doing it. This one didn't even have a good daily chart. I think this one just dropped a lot, so that's why it kind of worked out for it. Let's see if there are some other ones that kind of did it. And DSCR in theory could do it, but if it takes too long, I'm just not gonna be interested in it. ICBU kind of did one. It kind of did a fake out too, right? But it wasn't as choppy as AABB, right? Yeah, this one got extra, like 1 fail, 2 fail, third one. This one ICBU was better. 26 to 29. That's not really that bad. I don't see any others, but I'm sure there's another one that did it nicely. I'm gonna be now looking at stocks that are moving up on the day, maybe potential breakout setups. No more number 5s just because of the time. Of course, I could probably miss one. This one might actually try to rebound, but if they're just so choppy, I won't trade it unless it's like $300 just to say I traded it, to learn from it. Very happy to see this one, nice and clean. NSAV was pretty nice too. We're gonna keep looking, but right now no setups. Alright, I just wanted to record something funny. I think there's like a newbie bag holder with a lot of shares into this stock, DSCR. This thing was doing a nice uptrend, right here, all these green candles, lots of buying action on the level 2, a stacked up bid and a very small ask. But then that 9,000 seller shows up, right? And it just immediately scared everybody. Literally just scared the crap out of everyone. And now it looks like it's heading back down. It's just so funny because as soon as it got high enough that the bag holder appeared on the ask, it just turned around and said, oh, reverse card. Maybe it'll eventually break it. But there is this big freaking bag holder with like with the 9,000 whatever thing on the ask, literally again just uptrended until it got to here, and then this guy popped up again on the ask and just literally wiped the price action, now again down at 69 from 74. That is so hilarious. Just wanted to note that I don't see any setups right now, but I just thought that was funny. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to trade this one again. It looks like that 9,000 seller never got wiped out. I wasn't sure, but nope, he's still there, and that's why this thing could not move more. The person could at least like try hiding his size, right? So then he would be able to get some of his shares executed maybe into that run up, but nope, he just shows a full size and literally turns this price action around. Okay, it's 10:23 a.m. Just wanted to know that eventually it broke 75. It wasn't as funny the first time, but the same thing happened here, right? You had this price action. Boom, 9,000 seller flashed on the ask, dropped again, and then it officially did it. Would you buy the breakout? No, I would not buy the breakout here because it's down on the day. If it was green on the day, sure, but no, it's down on the day. I'm just happy to see this thing eventually worked out. 79. I bought at 71 somewhere here, right? But if had I have not have cut losses, you know, gotten out for what I did, I would have been in trouble here. But it's eventually doing it, and I guess it eventually must have broke, and you know, wiped out that big seller on the ask, because now it's continuing this uptrending. Very interesting to show how this stock was influenced so much by level 2. So yeah, I'm not gonna buy the breakout here at 75, even though it's at 79 by 81. Excuse me. It didn't have to do that. Down on the day. Same thing with AABB. Could have in theory bought this, but it was also down on the day. And this stock is known to do these little fake out triangle setups. Doesn't really look that well anymore, but here was an ascending triangle, failed, failed. Here was another ascending triangle. Here's one that failed. This one not really. This one was another ascending triangle, failed. So when I saw it here today, I said, well, I'm not going to trade this, and it's down on the day. No thank you. This one worked out, but I wouldn't have bought this even if I didn't have that in mind, that it fails a lot, because it's been choppy. I don't like choppiness, although it does look very clean now. And on top of that, it's down on the day. I can't say that again. So yeah, there's still no setups that I want to trade. What I'm going to do actually now is have this completely clean tomorrow, and I'm going to just solely rely on the other screen to look at what is down the most on the day and trade that, because I think I have like a bias to want to trade what is right here on the main screen and not look for some on the other screen. I need to go back to looking at the other screen and seeing what is down on the day and trading based off of that. Sure, there's some stocks there that don't have a nice daily chart anymore, but they still provide a good number 5 setup. I forgot which one it was. I think it was NSAV. Right, this one has a crappy chart pattern, but this one did a very nice number 5 from 18 to 23. So that's what I'm going to have to be looking at. I'm going to keep this in mind. I'm still looking for setups, but maybe there's nothing else, and I'm fine with that. Alright, it is 11:01. Haven't really been looking at the markets too much since the last video. Just wanted to take things easy. I did miss this one, JZZI. I saw it around here or something like that, or maybe back here. Eventually made a new day high. It broke 88 and it went up to 164. So that's like a 50% move. That's pretty impressive. I know it's you know, an 8-penny stock, but that's how I call it, just to make it simple. Very impressive move. Just completely missed it. Just missed it. And you know, another reason is that I was kind of scared because it could be like HALB, which well, not really this one, but some of these OTCs, they spike once and then that's it. So I guess it's kind of like SS. Okay, if we do a 1-day chart, no, not even that. There were these OTCs that spike a lot, right? And then they just fade the rest of the day like a listed stock. And I just didn't want to be a part of that. But this one actually did it. This one held up. This is going to be a great OTC if it can run a few days. A few more days, I'll be interested in a number 5 setup. Not really number 5 because you know, it has to be at least 3 days. But if it's up a whole bunch today, like it is right now, 500%, maybe even more later today, who knows? And tomorrow has a quick drop, I might be interested in it. But I'm going to play very cautiously because of the fact that if it's only been one other day that it's been up, it could also continue to keep dropping. So just gonna have to be cautious with these. AABB did a nice move, actually did the thing here, the ascending triangle, pretty cool, but again, I just wasn't gonna trade it. And the last one, DSCR, didn't really do it. It kind of did again, but right after I finished the last recording, it had this drop here, but I guess you could say in theory it did something, but it wasn't very nice the way it got there. It was very choppy, as you can tell, and there was also like that big 9,000 seller on the ask. Gonna call things off from here. Pretty good overall. I had some good trades, a lot of learning, a lot of practice. Can't hurt myself. Can't get too upset with AABB on that first buy and sell because you know, I just learned that I have to be quicker with my selling. My order was just not executed. I tried to sell for break even. I can't get too upset with that. I just have to keep going. I had another better trade here. Sold into this topping action. Missed this one right here. So I feel like I'm making progress. Definitely better than where I was just a few months ago. So I'm very happy with that. I'm going to stick with LTCs. Pretty good trading day, and I'm happy there are still setups happening.